yourself stuck in the middle of the sea, I'll sail the world to find you. If you ever find yourself lost in the dark and you can't see, I'll be the light to guide you. Find out what we're made of when we are called to help our friends in need. You can count on.
Our first question is, what does UMatter mean to you?
So UMatter is a week that I feel like is so important for our school because it allows all of our students to really focus on themselves and figure out and try to understand ways and why they matter. It's really an opportunity for our whole school community to think about that and why every single person here matters.
Next question is, what do you hope students gain from UMatter Week?
I hope that students gain perspective beyond the surface of themselves and others around them. So I hope that they're able to see other people, but in the same breath, I hope that they're able to see themselves on a deeper, more meaningful level. I think we all should think about how we want to approach the week and what, like our inner focus wants to be, because I think we can all take away something similar, but we each might be able to take away something a little bit more personable from the week.
What are ways students can be mindful and prioritize mental health outside of this week?
First, I think being mindful starts with yourself. I think students can prioritize being mindful before they prioritize anything else in their day. So there's a guy named John Kabat-Zinn who's like the founding father, the guru of mindfulness, and he always says, like, a lot of us don't actually wake up in the morning. We're kind of just coasting through our day, and we're in a way sleepwalking. So in my opinion, before we even wake up or get out of bed, we can start bringing awareness towards ourselves, figure out a way to make mindfulness important to us. And it might be the same for some of us or different for some of us, but figure out a way just to start your journey by just bringing awareness towards something, whether that's yourself, the step you take when you get out of bed, the first thing you see, the first thing you hear, the first thing you smell. I always say it's important to start very simple, and at the foundation can be some of those senses, but asking someone too, or I learned a lot on YouTube, just kind of searching the web and figuring out what works for you. Or if you're curious about mindfulness, you can come see me and figure out a way we can start that journey, because for me, mindfulness is about returning home, like, to your true self before the world kind of took you over. And then a way that we can start to prioritize our mental health is talking to someone. I don't think we can make mental health important by ourselves. It's inevitably impossible, even for myself as a counselor. I need someone to lean on and someone to talk to. So if you want to make mental health a priority in your life, I'd encourage you to be vulnerable and to talk with someone. And if talking with someone is talking to yourself at first, I'd take that second step and reach out to someone you trust, whether that's your counselor, friend, a family member, or someone where you can be vulnerable and really start to open up that box.
Finally, our last question is, how does following the Groves Way apply to UMatter Week?
I think from the G to the S in the Groves Way hits the nail on the head for UMatter's week, for, giving back and supporting one another throughout the week should hopefully empower us to continue to do that, not just for the rest of the school year, but for the rest of our lives. I think it's important for us to let anyone know that they matter, and not just let them know, but, show them with action and compassion that they matter.
You matter. It's actually a double message. The first message is to each one of us. You matter unconditionally. The second message is that you matter to the person next to you, and you can make a difference in their life that's transformative. And I want to talk about both points briefly. The second point, that you matter to those around you, I want to start with a short story about a boy who's sitting on a beach filled with starfish that have landed on the beach because the tide recessed the night before and they got stuck on the beach. And he's working his way down the beach, picking up one starfish at a time and tossing them back into the water. An older gentleman approaches the young boy and says, "You foolish child, look up and down the beach. There are thousands of starfish. You'll never be able to save them all. And even if you manage to get them back in the water, guess what? Tonight, the tide will happen again. The starfish will be back on the shore tomorrow. What you are doing is futile. It's pointless." To which the boy bent down and picked up a starfish. Holding it in his hand, he looks at the man and he throws the starfish back into the water. And he turns to the man and he says, "To that starfish, it meant the world. To the world you may be but one person, but to one person you are the world. Find the starfish that needs you today and be the world to them. You matter to the people around you. Be their community, be their anchor, be their light, ignite their flame, and change the world." The second point is that you matter unconditionally, unequivocally. You have inherent worth, inherent value. It's not your scores, your achievements, where you're going to get into past high school. It's that you are worth it today and always. The Navy SEALs has a training camp in California, and it's a rigorous program of 6 months with the sole goal of getting people to quit, to not make it to the end, with a variety of frameworks to try to wear people down. And in the middle of this training camp, there's a bell, a brass bell. And all one has to do to opt out at any point during the training is ring the bell. If they ring the bell, they don't have to get up early anymore. They don't have to deal with the cold, the water, the workouts, the harassment, etc. Ring the bell and they are free. And the unspoken rule to the training camp, to making it to graduation, to becoming a Navy SEAL, is to never ring the bell. I think life has a lot of challenges. There's a lot of adversity. And one of the rules of life is that when we feel like the time has come, that we're thinking about where that bell is, it's time to reach out for help and realize that we are worth it. We must never ring the bell. And when we're thinking about that bell, we need to say, what will help us with our resilience today? Is there a teacher I can reach out to? Is there a trusted adult in my life, a close group of friends? These people care about me. I am worth it. I matter. I want to wish you luck with your You Matter week, because ultimately you matter unconditionally. I hope it's an outstanding day.